Hello and welcome to the Walk in Love podcast. I'm TJ.
And I'm Brooke, and we're re-recording this intro.
Yes,
because we thought we were going to have a conversation about
in
one
a
thing.
second, I'm gonna have a sweatshirt on.
Yeah. But we ended up having a totally different conversation about why butter costs so much, and all the feelings we feel right now.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for making us a part of your week. It might be this throwing it off that it's like similar
In color to your sweatshirt.
There we go.
Thinks it's part of your body.
If you're watching the
Giant water bottle.
it's just zooming back and forth.
Sorry.
All right, you ready for? Thank you for listening. Thank you for making us a part of your week. The Walk in Love podcast is a weekly conversation about rhythms, parenting, emotions, faith. It's a place where we laugh and sometimes cry as we try to find language to live a full life.
Feel like you're listening to line up with your living? You're
in the right place, baby. Okay, so I made this joke a ton on Naughty Nation. Matt and I just recorded Naughty Nation, but I'm in the process of perfecting the camera layout. Okay. Now I bought a third camera.
Oh gosh, it looks kind of janky up there.
All right, ready?
I don't know if I'm ready.
I'm gonna go to wide. But
is it like it looks like it's like super sideways?
So
like
this is camera. I think wide is camera 1. Okay.
Oh.
So it's just Brooke. So me and Matt so I'm going to take it off tracking and I'm going to zoom out.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go like this.
Okay.
You know.
I can't. It's like, no.
It's like it needs a person.
It's like, oh gosh, not you. I'm going to pick her.
So Matt kept making the joke that's like, typical camera picks the white man. So yeah, eventually I would like a 3 camera setup, but I can't. It's not working right now.
Do you sit over here when you record with Matt?
No, but it was picking me up.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second. That's the wrong side.
But anyways, we're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
I think I'm camera 3. Okay, there we go.
All right. Well, if you're listening,
none of that made any sense.
Sorry.
But yeah, thanks for being here. We don't have very much time today. I have an appointment that I need to go to.
So we're going to talk fast.
We're going to talk fast.
Are you
because
ready?
I'm also leaving tomorrow to go on a trip to Florida. I've never been to Florida before. Brooke is shocked by that. And one of my best friends is turning 40. And so his parents have a house in Florida. We're all flying down to basically play pickleball for 4 days. That's literally the whole agenda. Like there's nothing else on the agenda.
I'm sure you will find other things to put on the agenda.
Do you know Jeremy?
I mean, I do.
I don't. Because he told me, and I quote, I need about 8 pickleball outfits, 2 for each day because of how much I'll sweat. And so I was just like, and I love pickleball. Like it's so fun.
Right.
I don't think I have the stamina in me to play that long.
Maybe after 4 days
Maybe I will. Anyways, I'm going to come back a new man.
All right. I saw this Instagram the other day.
Okay.
Maybe this is a trend. If everybody listening, you're like, yeah, 9 million people have done this, Brooke, then that's great. I'm 9,000,001. Right. I don't know. But I saw this wife asking her husband on the spot questions and they were making me laugh. His answers were very good. So they did 7 questions. I didn't like the last one. It was trash. So I'm only going to do 6.
Okay.
So are you ready?
What was the last one?
Well, I'll tell you when we get there.
And what kind of answers do you want? Just.
Well, it could be either. It could be comical. It could be it's like a version of How Well You Know Me meets.
Right. Should I take my sweatshirt off because I just recorded Naughty Nation in the sweatshirt?
That's probably confusing, but then we'll be in the same design, but I don't care.
That's okay. Okay.
That is a lot of the same clips back to back. Well, with like zoomed in and out on that. Like, ooh, here we go.
All right, go ahead. Okay, I'm
ready.
Okay,
so if I disappeared for 24 hours, where's the first place you'd look for me?
Your parents' house.
So this is literal. Okay.
Your brother's house.
Okay.
King of Prussia.
Oh, I drove to a mall. Nice.
IKEA.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of near each other, so you might as well 1-2 punch them.
Nashville.
Oh, I just left.
You just went to Nashville to visit Jesse Early.
Okay.
That's the scenario.
Okay.
Oh, and then Maui.
Okay. And after all that, then you'd call the police maybe. No, I think I return after 24 hours. I think I'm just gone and then I'm back. Right. I'll come back. Yeah. That's fine. All right. If I got arrested, what crime would you assume I committed?
I aggravated assault.
Over what?
Someone tried to mess with the kids, and you just absolutely
and I just, like, went after
just
him?
dominated them.
With like double outfit a day pickleball energy?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You took your purse and like David slungshot it at him.
Oh, my
I took
crossbody
3 smooth stones.
Yeah. Okay. When I'm frustrated or mad,
Okay.
what cartoon character do I look the most like?
Frustrated or mad?
See, that's hard because some people
tough.
like
That
rage
is-
outwardly.
Yeah,
And so I feel
some
like you'd be like,
people-
I don't know.
I would say like sadness from Inside Out.
Right. I actually, my bones fell out of my body. I'm on the floor. Yep. Okay. If we swapped lives for a day,
Okay.
what would be the first thing you'd struggle with?
Feeding the kids.
No hesitation.
Well, not being annoyed
At feeding the kids.
feeding the kids.
Yeah.
Because I've fed them plenty of times.
You feed them all the time.
I
You
feed them
dump
all the
food in
time.
bowls.
Yeah. But I'd be a little less gracious with them being like, I don't want to eat this. And I'd be like, well, you're going to be hungry the rest of the day.
Right.
So.
Which sets off a whole new trajectory
It's fine.
of things. Okay. If we were in a zombie
God
apocalypse.
gives the toughest battles to his strongest soldiers.
Yeah, that's true. If we were in a zombie apocalypse, would I be the group leader, the comic relief, or the one who just like screams and runs around first?
I think you would be the
I actually don't think I'd be any.
I think you'd be the number 2.
All right.
I think you're a good number 2.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Who's number 1 in this scenario?
Well, hopefully I'm alive still and I haven't been eaten by zombies. I think I would step into group leader mode.
All right.
Yeah. But I think you would be like a good like medic, caregiver, food organizer. Like you would be operations.
I feel like
Yeah. You'd be operations.
CEO.
No, COO.
COO.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You'd be operations.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right. Okay. And then the last one, if I had a fan club, what would they call themselves?
Brooke had a fan club. I want it to be like something about the water not coming down the arms, like Dry Arms Club or something like that. That's my first thought. I think like
it's very real.
I don't want to go club.
Yeah.
Like
No thanks.
no thanks. Like the no thanks club.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah. Something like that.
Right. Which should be a bummer because then our fan club would never meet up.
Never.
Because no one would ever come.
No one's ever coming.
Well, that's okay. The final question was something along the lines of like, what, how was it phrased? Something about like me having main character energy. Like when was a time in life where I had the most main character energy? Or I don't know, something like that. I just felt like nobody's answers were good. It was kind of confusing.
Okay.
And then I was like, is that like, are you trying to say like a time when I was dramatic? Like,
Right.
like what do you mean? Because some main characters are fantastic and wonderful and healthy.
Right.
So maybe I'm one of those.
You are one.
Who knows?
You
Anyway,
are one of those.
they made me laugh.
All right.
So that's
Well,
that.
Okay.
We got a
Thanks
segment
for
to do.
listening, guys.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, we got a section
Wow.
segment.
Try that
We
again.
got a sexment. Gross.
That's so gross. Please delete that. Please delete that.
You think I have to delete it?
I don't know.
No, I'll leave it.
Segment.
Segment.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore, 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 Rushmore. I'm free.
You know what I learned the other day? And I thought to myself, oh, that's like the Mount Rushmore segment. That in movies, in anything, when you hear an eagle's like, ah, cry.
It's a hawk.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not an actual eagle because they don't really make a great sound.
Of life's simple pleasures.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
You want first pick?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
You ready?
strong. Okay, go ahead.
Perfect song timing,
Oh, interesting.
which is when you're driving in the car
Okay.
and you're heading to somewhere or back home, doesn't matter. And you pull into your destination at the exact moment your song ends. You don't
Okay.
have to pause it. You don't have to sit and wait for it to end. You don't, it's just, it's perfect song
That's a
timing.
life simple pleasure. Okay. Are we writing these
Right.
down or are we just letting them be?
Well, I probably need to write it down or I won't
Okay.
remember anything.
My life simple pleasure first pick is,
Is this the type of drafting where we can't choose each other's?
yes.
Okay.
Is brand new socks.
Oh, yeah. You would live in brand new
Oh,
socks.
if I
Are you taking brand new socks to 9-day pickleball?
don't have any.
What?
Yeah. I think that if I, like Mr. Deeds was always the movie starring Adam Sandler where it was like this normal guy ends up inheriting like $1 kajillion.
Okay.
And
I've never seen that.
It was, and it's like sort of like along the lines of like Blank Check or Richie Rich Sandler, or like all those movies where you're just like, what would it be like? And I remember as a kid always thinking about that.
Yeah.
And I remember my go-to is like I'd wear a new pair of socks every day. Fresh out of the package.
All right. My next one is, so it's like 2 in 1 because it depends on the season.
Okay.
When you climb into your bed.
Oh, dang it.
And your bed sheets are the perfect temperature. Now, sometimes you want them to be cool.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And other times you're like, oh, this feels great.
Okay.
Like, so I can't make it exclusively cool bed sheets, but it's like when they're just like, oh, you just slide right in there.
Slide
it's
right
the
in.
best.
Okay. Mine was also a bed one, but I think it's different enough that I think it can count.
Okay.
Mine was like freshly washed
in a like newly made,
freshly made bed.
Okay.
Sliding into that.
Freshly made bed. Bed sheets.
But like or like even new sheets. Like
yours is all about new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. What's our topic today?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm just joking.
I can't remember.
I'm totally joking. Okay. Another one of mine. There's a lot, and I struggle to find them being like super small because I don't want to be like delicious food. That's so broad. I think that for me, one of life's, because I often regret this, one of life's simple pleasures is when you just nail it at a restaurant with your order.
Okay.
Because doing the opposite is the worst.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Having like food regret and being like, what you got is way better than mine. It looks better. It smells better. Why didn't I make the choice I did? So it is when they bring that food out and set it down in front of you
and you think
home
run,
I'm incredible.
Yeah.
I should have a fan club.
That doesn't show up.
They would never come to this restaurant.
All right.
Nailing your restaurant order. Restaurant.
Mine would be this is number 3 for me.
Yes, I spelled restaurant so wrong that it can't even autocorrect it.
All right, mine would be a seamless entry and exit of a nap.
Oh.
So like you're laying on the couch watching TV,
yes.
You doze off.
It's great. It's a great doze
nap.
off.
You got a great nap. And then you
wake up and
at the perfect time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's not always like that.
Yeah. Sometimes you wake up and you're like,
this was
worse.
I
got hit by a truck. Yeah.
Okay. I have one more, but I feel like it's so good that I kind of want you to have it because I feel like it's more appropriate to your personality.
Take it, babe.
But
because I might not think about it.
Okay. I'm torn between 2 things. Can I tell you my 2? Sure. I'm torn between the consistently good cup of coffee.
Okay.
Like the fact that I love my at-home latte so much.
Right.
And I love it every morning.
Yeah.
So it's just like every morning, there she is.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
But also, I love those Sharpie pens so much.
Oof.
And I feel like you're a pen guy. So that's where I was like,
I draw that solar drawing literally almost every day.
If you need to take that pen thing, I'll give it to you.
That wasn't what I was going to take, but either of those are also excellent.
Life's simple pleasures. It might be the pen.
Just a
great pen. Because again, you pick up a pen that's trash and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Why did this person keep this? Why is this still at the checkout? Like wherever. And you're just like, this is terrible. You pick up a great one and people literally say, oh, it's a really nice pen.
Yeah.
Because it matters.
It matters.
I'm going to go.
They're attaching a chain to that pen so no one steals it.
Making it look like a flower.
Man, I think my other one has to do with 3 of the 4 have to do with sleep on my list.
Okay.
My third one is... Well, actually, no, I'll make my last one. I'm between 2, and I think I'm going to go with the second one. My 2 options for my last one. One was like the the beach nap, like falling asleep on the beach, and you wake up and all your bathing suit's dry. Like you've fallen like some
like a 2-for-1
some
combo.
sort of like perfect timing where like you don't have to get in the car in a wetsuit. Like you've been at the beach long enough that but that's not it. That's not the one I'm picking.
Not the one. Okay.
That is a good one though.
That is a good one.
I think the one I'm picking is like the t-shirt that is the perfect size. Cause like every shirt is hand sewn and handmade.
Yes.
They're not machine made.
Right.
You know, there's machines parts of it, but so like you could have a large that fits a little bit too small and a little bit too big or whatever.
Right.
And there's always these shirts.
Always room for a little.
Like I have an extra large pepper tee with the like it has a big like big design on the back.
Yeah.
It's like a extra large and a quarter.
Right.
And I love it. And I love it.
So here's an idea for you. What if you wear that shirt? You put on a brand new pair of socks.
Now we're talking.
I wash the sheets and make a fresh bed.
Let's go.
And then somehow we will maneuver everything else to make sure that you have a seamless entry and exit of a nap.
It's a perfect day. It's a perfect Sabbath.
I love it.
Okay.
Shirts that fit just right.
Yep.
It's a good list.
All right. Seen someone put that on our Facebook group and we vote on it.
Spell the word restaurant right. Restaurant. That's what it is. I had the U and the A backwards. That was one of June's challenging spelling words.
I spell that word wrong every time.
I think I always say rest you. I put the U first. Restaurant. It's restaurant.
Okay.
Which when you say it like that, it does sound like the word restaurant.
You want to tell people what's on the desktop from Matt and I recording the podcast?
You guys were clipping Gilmore Girls? Apparently.
It's a Gilmore Girls clip.
Jess and Rory breakup, Jess and Rory wedding, Jess and Rory first kiss episode. Yeah.
Just normal stuff over there.
Just normal guy chatter.
Guys
just
being dudes.
A bunch of guys being dudes.
All right, what's going on, Brooke?
Well,
I have about 30 minutes.
Okay. My recap of life is like just casual conversation. It's getting colder out, which is fun. The girls are still they have not crossed the threshold of dressing appropriately.
Okay. Yeah. Daisy was in
they're in summer dresses, shorts, skirts. And I'm like, okay, so I feel like that's a little on me. I feel like I need to remove the choice. I need to just like put it up high and they'll just wear pants then. So, but
and
I
Daisy's
like that
Daisy's got her first pair of jeans though. So
she does. She's her first pair of jeans.
Things have been
now,
extra cute around here lately.
Pretty awesome. But anyway, like I went for a quick walk this morning and it was just like, maybe that's one of life's simple pleasures. Those like somewhere usually in like the 70s of degrees.
That first like day where you're like, ooh.
You're like, I was in leggings and a sweatshirt, but I had flip-flops on because apparently my new shoes are throwing off my back to the point that I need to go see a chiropractor again. Separate conversation.
Yep.
So I walked in flip-flops and I was like, it was perfect.
Yeah.
I wasn't cold. I wasn't hot.
You were vibing.
It was vibing. So anyway, I like the weather change.
Okay.
What else? I'm trying to get better at cleaning our house, which is really hard to do. You laugh. I just, there's just like, you weren't expecting me to say that.
That's so funny.
Well, it's true. That makes it sound like I'm bad at cleaning, like the literal act of cleaning, which I don't think that I am. I actually think I'm pretty proficient at cleaning something very well. Because I don't totally hate it. I just cannot figure out where to stick it into my day.
Right.
And I'm constantly violently whiplashing back and forth between like, it's the same with like the laundry conversation. I'm going to do a little bit every day. That's what's going to work. Nope. I'm not going to touch it and I'm going to batch it all. Like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Yep. I feel like it's the same with cleaning because I'm like, why would I go clean a bathroom counter right now when there's boxes to unpack?
Yeah.
But also I need to order new shoes. And also like, it's just the constant swirl of everything.
I think what people are calling it now is like the midlife squeeze.
It's real.
You know, and it is very real and
it's very real.
Yeah, and I think because like I think there's a couple of things that have, you know, added to it. One is the inflation. Like I think
I was ordering cut, which again, I was on Instacart, so I know that it's like $1 or $2 more for
Yep.
some things. And I know, but again, that's a separate conversation on why I decided to do that. But I was ordering, I needed to get butter.
Yep.
And I was like, I just wish, why does it cost so much? And you were like, well, hon, and you like launched into this thing. And I was like, no, literally, I feel like an old person who's like, butter should not be $18.
Right.
Just no.
And it is.
It's just a hard no.
Yep. And it's a shame that things are so expensive, but it's like the general idea of the midlife squeeze is that you're in that era of young kids, which is hard, you know, and you're just trying to manage that and figure that out. And we aren't feeling this yet, but we will get to that point. The other part of the midlife squeeze.
I just asked Chat, what is the midlife squeeze?
Like your parents are getting older. And so you're having these like hard moments with your parents, and you're also trying to raise young kids.
Right.
And it's also a place where you're like, you haven't saved enough wealth to like be comfortable. So you're still working really hard to try to get to that point.
Right.
But you've like kind of established yourself, but it's like tight. And so it's like all these things kind of create this midlife squeeze.
Yeah.
Some would argue that it's a giant like setup by society to like make us lonely and alone forever and ever, because if we had lived multi-generationally, we probably wouldn't be feeling the midlife squeeze, because we would be in a community or a compound where it's owned by the whole family. Anyways, whatever. But
it's also called the sandwich generation squeeze.
Yeah.
Or the midlife squeeze syndrome.
Yeah. So and
I'm going to put that in my bio. I have it.
And I think whenever parents get older, because our parents are really healthy, thankfully. But I know that like my mom just went through it with her parents, that like it's so hard. It's just really hard to watch your parents get old.
Yeah.
So I know that's going to add another element of it. But I think the element that has existed, that's existing for us in our midlife, that didn't exist as much before, is the exorbitant cost of everything.
Well, yeah. So I asked Chat, because again, I know what midlife squeeze means, but I was like, I just wanted more details. And so it was like, here's what it often looks like financially. So we're supporting our kids, childcare, school, college activities. We're helping
college. Good luck.
We might be helping with aging parents with like healthcare, housing, bills, things like that.
We're not doing that.
Not yet. But it also says that sometimes it can be from your 30s, anywhere from your 30s to your 50s.
Yeah.
So if we were up there, I think we'd be feeling that maybe. And then trying to save for retirement while also paying off debt yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we feel it emotionally, like torn between like generations that need us, feeling like when is it where's it our turn? And then practically balancing the time of like all the
Which
things.
We know is a lie.
That's what I feel. Well, yeah, I'm balancing, but and then also the squeeze of like, you know, like this, I think all those three things tie into like almost like a feeling spiritually squeezed, because it's like I feel so exhausted from everything else.
Yeah, and the difference with our midlife squeeze as opposed to maybe 20 years ago or 30 years ago is the technology has changed radically what you're consuming during that squeeze. Like, you know, you're aware of everything, and you're supposed to be aware of everything, and you're supposed to have the right opinion on this and that. And if you don't think this, then you're this, and all this kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I feel more exhausted than I've ever felt in a long time. You know, obviously we've talked about all those, the big changes for us specifically, but I do think it's something culturally that's happening, because I feel like that feels normal. Like it feels like when I talk to people and ask them like, what's going on.
They're not like, oh, that's just, tell me more about that.
Like I'm going to, I'm going to go to Florida with all these guys, and I'm sure there will be conversations around sort of just like this exhaustion or this tiredness or maybe weariness that we feel.
Yeah.
And I just think like, you know, I'm in homes every single day with, you know, regular people, normal people, all sorts of jobs, all sorts of industries, all sorts of backgrounds, all sorts of family dynamics. And in almost all scenarios, everyone's working in the house.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's like I've been in houses where like parents live there, like the parents are working, the kids who own the home are working.
Oh, you mean like the grandparents?
Yeah,
like
the grandparents are working. And
parents.
it's just, and I think something that's happened in the last 10 years is just like, and I talk about it in my presentation, is like literally everything has gotten more expensive in the last 10 years by like tenfold.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's just really hard to like.
The economy decided to 10X it, and it was a bad idea.
Yeah, they 10X the cost of everything, and it kind of hurt our, you know,
They were like 10 years ago. They were like, what if we just 10x?
What if we just 10x'd everything minus incomes?
That's the sweet spot.
That's the sweet spot. And that would be, and so, if you're feeling that, I don't think that's abnormal right now. But I think because of the internet and the perfection and the success that we see per se, it can sometimes feel like, what's wrong with me?
Other people aren't being squeezed.
And in all societies, there are people that aren't being squeezed. Like there are people that are just, have made good decisions or inheritance or whatever. And it's like, but I think when I think about the financial squeeze, I think that's an added element to that maybe other.
It feels more squeezy.
It feels extra squeezy.
Squeezy now in this.
Yeah, it feels extra squeezy. Because I think the kids has always been a squeeze. Like it's always hard to raise young kids. Yeah. There's a lot to it. It's the most important thing that we get to do, thankfully. But it's tiring at times.
Right.
There's always an element that's hard about just like work and, rhythms and all that kind of stuff, regardless if you make a ton of money or, not much. Like that exists as well.
Right. But the butter squeeze
and it feels extra.
Yeah.
It just feels like at the end of the month, and we talk about this, you and I, it's like, what can we cut?
Right. I've had this conversation with so many moms, and they literally go through the same conversation you and I do. I guess we could get rid of Netflix. And then it's like, really? The whatever, $17
we don't even pay
month?
for our Netflix.
Right.
My mom we are in her account. So it's like, okay.
But it's like, that's what we do. Yeah. We're like, I guess maybe that. And then we're like, at the end of the year, Netflix is not the problem.
Right.
And I guess if you did that over like 1,700 things, then you'd have a problem.
Yeah.
But like, many people are feeling
some people talk about that. Like one of the things that we as like a culture have kind of accepted financially is like, we don't own anything. We pay for we have memberships to everything. So like, and we've kind of been like almost seduced by this like membership culture, subscribe culture where it's like, all right, well, Netflix is only $17 a month. So it's like, that's not that much. Okay. Well, the gym is 70. So like, but again, I gotta be healthy. And it's like, all right, well, I got my phone, so like that's a couple.
But what's the alternative when those services, like let's use the gym.
Buying your own gym
and just doing it at home.
So it's
like a one-time purchase,
big purchase, where it's like, like again, if you spend $100 on the gym every month, it's $1,200 a year, could you buy
a home gym in a year or in 2 years?
Yeah.
Worth
and
it.
Then, and so that's it. The entertainment is like, we used to buy VHSs, and we used to just rewatch them. So we're technically not
Tarzan,
buying,
Rocket Man.
We're not buying
Princess
Disney
Diaries.
Plus, but we're also not like, we're now stuck in a loop where we can never get rid of it.
Get rid of it, which that's what I'm saying. What's the alternative?
Yeah.
It's just buying, the ones we like or want.
And I think we are buying the illusion of choice. Like, well, this gives us so many options. And it's like, well, if we didn't have all those options, we would just pick one of the options we did have.
Yeah.
So we don't necessarily
100%.
need all those options. So it's just like, and again, Disney Plus is what, $15 a month? That's how much one movie costs. So it's like, are we sacrificing the literal entire Disney catalog to buy one movie a month?
Right. I don't know the answer
exactly,
to that.
But
I don't know the answer to that.
And so that's where it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to get out of the loop. But, then some people are like, well, you don't need entertainment at all. Like, just get rid of all of it. And it's like, well,
light it on fire.
It is a really interesting, like, dynamic in culture today. I feel like
the subscriptions or
just like everything,
just like the squeeze,
the costs, everybody has to work, like that's
like that. It feels that way. I mean, maybe that's not true in certain areas or something, but it feels like everybody I've talked to within reason, they've either been like, I'm going back to work in 6 months, or I'm picking things up now.
Where it used to be like, like the traditional way would have been like, we get married, I work, maybe you work until you have kids. And then you're like, well, now my job is going to be taking care of these kids
I'm
until
trying to figure out when and how to clean my house.
Until they're, 17, 18, whatever, 19, 20. Yeah. And then you re-enter the workforce if you want to. Right. Like a lot of people did that.
Yeah.
But then I think because we sort of like exited generational living and made our kids just restart from scratch over and over and over again with the rising costs of everything and the inflation and all that kind of stuff. And just, it's almost trapped us. And I've followed this. I follow a couple of people who just kind of talk about that trap.
Yeah.
Now, but when you're stuck in a trap, like, how do you get out of it?
Right.
You know, like, what's the alternative?
Right.
You know, there's that Axe real estate guy that sells plots of land with regenerative farming and all that kind of stuff. Like, there are ways, and there are people trying to think of solutions to get out of that.
It just feels so, not that I'm against that, but that the solutions right now feel so extreme that it's like, that's what I'd have to do in order to, like, and that feels hard to grasp when I'm trying to figure out when to Windex my mirrors.
Yeah. But then, like, the people I signed up for solar last night, they bought a house that has 2 living spaces. So it's the son or the daughter and son-in-law, and then the mom and the son that's not in the house live downstairs in their own thing. And it was like, I love that. But again, those are like, you got to build that. So it's, I don't think that there's like an easy solution, unfortunately, but I wish there was. Because, like, even, you talk to people, you talk to moms, I talk to dads, and they're just like, I'm tired. And that's what I feel. Like, I feel too tired for...
It feels disproportionate.
It does.
For what I can, like, reason through in my head and be like, well, that's really all that it is, you know? Like, because if I look at it on paper or something where I'm like, okay, here's what I got going on this week, or here's what's happened in the last year of my life, I can see what would maybe make me tired at times. I'm like, that makes sense. That makes sense. But what I feel underneath is it feels disproportionate to that.
And I don't know if we would feel this tired if, and again, going back to, like, you know, again, like, we can talk about this in detail, or we can talk about this in sort of like broad strokes, but, like, you know, you and I had a couple conversations about finances yesterday. I was feeling really down on myself. And just frustrated. And the line that I always say is, like, I feel like I should just blah. I just wish blah. I just wish. And, you know, I don't know what I'm comparing myself to. Like, because it's not like I have a, like, let me use like a, I don't know, like one of the guys this weekend. I don't know. I actually only know Jeremy. I don't know any of the other guys coming. So it's friends from.
I think you met one.
Yeah, I met
the pool.
Yeah,
one
I met
time.
one. Yeah, but I don't like know these guys. And you
convinced him to eat cottage cheese, so it's gonna go great.
And so we, like, I don't know where any of these guys are financially, or like retirement, or saving for kids' weddings, but I believe internally that they're all in a better place than I am.
Right.
And then I start dumping on myself that I wish I just did something. What that something is, I have no idea.
Right.
Because I don't think that I was given the skill set from school or college or to be able to do any of it. Like, to be able to, and culture shifted so dramatically since I would have learned all those things that it's like, sometimes I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing. And then I dump shame all over myself because I should just be further along to what? I don't know.
Yeah.
But man,
compared to who? Compared to
what?
But
when? Man, yesterday and today, I am like, I just want to, like, I want to yell. Like, not like at anybody, but just like like David after because there's part of me that just feels like I should have done a better job with fill in the blank.
Right.
For me, it's almost always finances.
Right.
I should have just done a better job with all of these decisions. Right. And then because of those better jobs, I would somehow be in a better scenario.
And so I said to you yesterday, I said, this is an interesting conversation, because that means that anytime you look back, you are believing now over yourself, over your past self then, that you weren't doing the best with what you had at the time, that you weren't praying over it at the time, that you weren't crying over it at the time, that we weren't having conversations over it. It's like all that stuff that you did at the time is gone.
Yes.
Mentally.
Yes.
Wiped out.
Yes.
And you just think, oh, it just would have been like one different choice.
Yeah.
you know,
and I
which
don't,
is really interesting. I think that's like, I don't know the right words for it, but like you're like projecting shame in reverse.
Yep.
Where I don't think I do that very often. I tend to feel in the present very sad for my past self.
Okay.
Which is just like a totally different conversation, but it's just interesting that like we do project, I don't know. We do have feelings about our past selves.
And I think what I feel, and again, I can talk about it so openly now because I've talked about it so openly with you. Like, but yeah, I think I just believed a lie that for so many years that at some point in life, because I think this is what was sold to us through like entertainment and media and
I also
shows.
think through the rise of like
and
the millennial brand on Instagram. This, like,
whatever.
Brand
like
new
again,
thing that had never
it's
existed.
no one's like, it's not like maybe some of it's malicious, maybe some of it's not. I don't know. But I often felt like there would be a moment where I felt like, oh, I've made it. I've arrived at.
And now I'm just cruising.
Or now life makes more sense or what. Which I realize is complete insanity. Like that doesn't nowhere in scripture does that like
no.
My parents don't model that for me. My friends don't feel that way.
Nope.
You know, and it's like, but there's something inside of me that like longs for that. If only this. I just wish those lines run through my head 1,000 times a day.
Yeah.
And it's debilitating and it's like soul crushing at times.
Yeah.
And
it's exhausting.
Yeah. And so I think, I don't have a solution. Like again, my solution is to talk about it and to open up with you about it and to just be like,
the
like
solution is multifaceted.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think because we're also sort of like wired towards quick fixes, it's like, well, the Powerball could be a solution. Like I know it's not.
New socks every day could
like
change my life. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't,
Yeah, I don't know a solution either. I don't know a singular solution.
Right, because like if someone came to me and they were like,
is a multi
right, if someone came to me and was like, I'm 400 pounds and I'm tired. I just wish I was thinner.
Right.
I just wish I wasn't so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so like just tired and just didn't like looking at myself, whatever, all the reasons that a 400-pound person might come and just get to that point. I would say, well, the solution, the process, the journey,
I'd say it's many things,
is going to be partially diet. You're going to have to start eating a lot healthier than you currently do.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a lot more self-control over what you decide to put in your body.
Yeah.
You're also going to have to move that body, which at first is going to be really, really hard because it's, it's big.
Yeah.
And then, and you're going to have to do that for 2 years.
Right. And you're going to have to work through some emotional stuff.
Yes. And
all of it's going to feel hard.
And all of it's going to feel hard. Or you could take this drug called Ozempic or Wegovy or whatever the one Serena Williams or whatever is hawking. And you could stab it into your stomach once a month or week or whatever. I don't know how it works. And your body will trick itself into losing weight.
Yeah.
Now, this way is going to be super hard and it's going to take time and energy, but you're going to be the one that does that. This way is going to be easier.
And it's going to have way less complications.
Yeah. But we don't know all the complications. And eventually it's going to look like you have a new face because all your skin's going to look like it melted off your body and you're going to have a new skeleton. So, and I think a lot of times you want the
jab. You want the Ozempic jab.
I want the Ozempic financial fix. I want the quick thing like that.
Right.
Instead of the like, well, save a little bit.
Do this and coupled with this and coupled with that and that
more
conversation.
People to sign up for solar and have them get to the roof so you can get paid and yada, 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 and work really hard and do a good thing. And it's like.
But I think the quick fix is distracting. I think it's mentally and emotionally distracting because even if people go back to this idea of like, okay, the quick fix doesn't work. I can't just jab it and make it happen. It's like you go do the hard work for a while and then you're exhausted. And so then you kind of shift back towards like, well, just
you see
maybe.
Like, you see a story.
This is the new jab that's going to make it happen. And I feel like that's
And
that's unfortunate. I'm not saying it's not normal.
And the internet has made that so much more visible, that like quick sort of solution thing.
Right.
But then like let's use the Ozempic example. Literally, so many people do it now. And so it's like,
make a version of it or are taking
it. You know, like basically every celebrity that, you know, started hiking.
Or eating chia seeds.
Yeah, or whatever. Okay. Yeah.
Sure you did.
Yeah. They've all kind of, even the skinny ones that were already skinny have taken it, or they get their cheeks thawed out or whatever, carved out or whatever. It's crazy.
That's a different procedure.
Absolutely insane. It's legitimately insane. I don't understand it. They all look like ghouls.
They look
like ghouls. Like if you were like, hey,
ghouls.
We need a couple Dementors in the live action Harry Potter. How about, oh yeah, you guys got some work done. You and you. We're gonna just put a hood on. We're gonna show the cheekbones and the long ghoul face, and you're gonna be perfect. It's on Broadway. Go see it. Live action Dementors. Dementors. And so, yeah, it's like this constant battle of like, I wish the quick fix would just happen. And then like, if I'm being totally honest, like a little bit of resentment and anger towards the Lord that it's not happening. Like, aren't I deserving of that?
Right.
Don't you love me enough for that?
Oof.
And that's, it's messed up. But again, I'm just being honest.
No, I know you are. And I'm just acknowledging
and then
like
fighting that sort of like,
I think everybody has their version of
desire for that. And it's like,
right.
Would I rather have the quick fix or walk closely to Jesus and walk near to him? If I'm being honest, there are times where I
do rather have the quick
fix. And I don't love that about myself. Right. And that's where the sanctification of being near to Christ happens over a lifetime.
Yeah.
But if it could just happen,
maybe just
like
both.
A couple of minutes, could I just be completely sanctified in a couple of minutes?
Like quickly.
Yeah. Who do I need to call?
What Zoom do I need to set up?
What?
Do you have like a calendar? I can pre-book it, or
can I submit a ticket?
And I feel like it's always
a support ticket.
Challenging. Like, I feel like anytime I think about if I'm dealing with something like that, and I think about like, well, what would I want to show my kids, or what would I be telling them if they were in this scenario? It always makes it crystal clear.
100%.
What I need the answer to be,
and
or
honestly,
what I already know the
choose.
answer is.
That's what we choose. Yeah. Like I'm not choosing the quick fix. I'm not going.
Right.
Well, I do play the Powerball when it gets over $1 billion, but that's just a rule of life that I have. But it's not like I'm at the casino being like, all right, today's the day that the quick fix happens. Right. Or I don't sports gamble, or I don't I don't do
whatever other quick fixes would be. I guess.
Yeah. Like it's hard. Like, well, could Mr. Beast just pick me for a video? I'll live underwater for 24 hours in a dome, like whatever he wants. I'll do it.
Oh,
I'll give it a shot.
Oh man.
I'll live in an airplane for 2 weeks. I don't know what he does.
Yeah. Oh, that would not be fun.
Well, it's probably one of his videos coming soon.
Yeah.
Can this guy survive in an airplane for 365 days?
Well, it would have to land for fuel.
Every day we give him $1,000 more.
You could just start a channel. Your own channel.
Okay. Guaranteed success.
Guaranteed success.
So
I don't have a nice little bow on the end of that. I am just like, yep,
it's just an interesting place to be and to swirl, and I think I talk about it openly. I know that there are times where you're like, gosh, DJ, do you have to talk about this stuff?
I feel that way?
Yeah, sometimes I think you feel that way. Is that correct?
Sometimes, if I'm super honest.
Right.
I feel like we're redundant. But
I think people are having redundant conversations in their head every day about the things that they struggle with.
Right.
And I think
because I do too.
Yeah.
Mine are not the same conversations as yours.
And then I think like we get like a super cheesy, like, it's okay not to be okay, or it's whatever, like we get those phrases tossed in.
Yeah.
And no one ever, like they're nice, they're great, it's okay not to be okay, or whatever the ones are. But it's like, I resonate more when I hear someone that's actually like processing it. And that's why I process it on the podcast, because it's not like a woe is me. You guys know, and you've heard me say many, many times that I absolutely adore my life.
Yeah.
I feel truly blessed and glad to be.
I feel very blessed.
Yep. Sometimes I feel that. But I do think like a lot of times the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And if I wanted to kill, steal, and destroy, or steal, kill, and destroy, I can't remember, but
it's the same three words. I don't know the order.
Like if I wanted to steal from someone, I would isolate them. Like I wouldn't try to steal from someone that's in a group. Like if there's 50 people together, I'm not, you know, I want an isolated situation. If I want to kill someone, I want them isolated. Yeah. I don't want to kill someone in a large group setting. If I want to destroy someone, maybe I would destroy them publicly. I don't know. But I do think a lot of what the schemes of the devil are to isolate us. Yeah. And so the reason I publicly, you know, process some of this stuff is because I think a lot of, specifically men, but I think also women, feel super isolated, and they... Right.
It's just me that can't get it together. It's just me that cries about this. Yeah. It's just me.
It's just me that feels stressed that like, where did all our money go? It's just me. 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 And because of that, I'm failing, because of that God doesn't love me, or because of that, whatever. And so, that's why I find myself talking about it so much, because I feel that way. Yeah. I often look at my friends to the left and to the right and think, why couldn't I have just figured it out like you? It must be something wrong with me. And I have to constantly remind myself that I need to pick worse friends. That I'm better than.
That was a better joke than where I was going.
That I'm better than.
Right.
And that's the lesson here.
Here's what's sad. Some people do that. Some people really do. Yeah. And that's such a sad place to be. Yeah. Because I do believe that we become like the company we keep. Yeah. And I don't need the company I keep to be perfect or any of those things, but I hope that they're honest and generous and kind. And
honestly, I kind of want company to be,
if anything, it's more of an iron sharpens iron style thing. Yeah.
I want them to I want to look for them for wisdom and guidance when I feel this way, or at least understanding when I feel this way.
Right. I want them to like empathize with me. Right. But then help lift me up if possible. Right. Not empathize with me and grab onto the anchor and sink to the bottom with me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. But I don't know, if you're under the ocean for 2 weeks, maybe I would sink down to say hi.
Oh, thanks, babe. Yeah. Yep. I just won us $200,000 by doing that. Here's a real question. The Beast videos are often
I can't handle them.
You can't handle them.
Yeah. I've learned to watch them. But there is something about which just says something about me compared to you. There is something about those people showing up to believe there is a quick fix to just win an amount of money to do something ridiculous that bothers me at my core, because it's not how I see the world, which is why I struggle to watch even a lighthearted video about it.
All right, let's say though he puts you in a competition. Okay. But you're isolated from your family. Okay. Every day you're, again, and this is what he does. And he's so good at what he does in terms of like, the emotional like hook and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And it's entertaining and all this kind of stuff. There's a couple where it's like you live in an isolation. There's one where like you lived in a grocery store and every day you got $1,000. You live there a year, you get $365,000. How many days do you think you could make it until?
I don't know. I'd like to think I could make it a while, but I think we talked about this, but I sort of unknowingly, like I didn't plan this at the time. I thought it would be great. I spent a whole extra day. Where was I? Alone. I was in a hotel. I had traveled for something.
Maybe Vegas
and I added on a whole extra day because it was like, oh, well, that made sense with the flights and the yada yada. I'll just enjoy my day or whatever. And I was an emotional wreck. Now, I think I was maybe going through some other things too, which would be a very different mindset than, hey, I'm doing this. I know what I'm signing up for. Right. I'm doing this. I'd like to think I could go a while, but I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be so hard. Like a couple of days, you'd be like, all right, this is not bad. I'm making some money. I'm, all my needs are met. I think it would get real hard real quick, especially if you have kids.
Yeah. Yeah. But are you thinking like 10 days or are you thinking like 60 days?
I think my goal would be 100 days. for $100,000 because that feels like a big prize.
Right.
But again, I don't think it's a long time. I don't know if I could make it a month.
I don't know if you could.
Yeah, I don't think I could.
Yeah.
Now
I think I could do like 10 days. I think I could be like, I could do $10,000 to $20,000.
Yeah, I'll just make that real quick. Head home.
Mm-hmm. But it's never that simple.
It's never that simple.
They start like wrecking balling your house.
Yeah.
Taking your things
or
away,
doubling
or
your money,
scaring,
or
you know. Yeah, I'll double if you leave now.
Yeah.
We could 10x it though.
We could
then
10x
I'd leave
it.
now.
All right, I got to go to my appointment.
All right.
Okay, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for making us a part of your week. You're going to need that button.
Oh,
okay. I love you. Bye.